Hello, welcome to a special edition of the Bold People Spotlight. I'm James Lodge, your host here on GLJ Media. It is a special day because we're doing what we call fan appreciation. We're not just going to any fans. We're going to some fans you may have seen on other things. She is the Empress of Forever and a Day. She is also my newest addition on the email, which we love her on there as a VP. She is an ISA award winner, Capital City Web Award nominee, multiple nominee, executive producer, writer, actress, voice person, personality on Bold Live, Miss Candace Mack. Hello,
Hello.
Candace.
Hi. Wow,
Yeah.
can I record that? Can you send that to me so I can put on my voicemail?
That's your voice? I should cut it out for you. I'll cut it out.
There you go.
So what we're doing, folks, is you're noticing as you're watching this or listening to this today, we're talking to people who actually talk about soaps. I'm asking them each about a soap opera that would normally be on today. All right, now we're taking a little hiatus. As you guys know, I'm going through some things. So as I'm recording this, the Y&R1, you already saw, that's with, if you haven't seen it already, it's with Brian H. Waters, who does the wrestling realm, but he loves some Victor Newman. It's a great episode of that. And then later on after this, you have to watch GH and watch and find out who's on that one, talking about General Hospital. But we're talking about the Bold and Beautiful, and I'm going to ask Candace some questions related to that. That's kind of what we're going on today. So, hello, Miss Candace. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Now, you kind of become the unofficial correspondent, or now you're official. Are you official now on Bold Live? Are you the official correspondent now on there?
I want to say, I don't know. I just show up.
But you and Casey have become like friends on some level. You just somehow he looks to you and or Matt Hanvey, or I think it's Marco or Peter. I forgot which one it is.
Yeah, Marco.
But you guys are on there.
Yeah, I would say we're the unofficial correspondents. I'll take that.
Yeah, it has that feel like your correspondence. Like you come on, he looks to you guys for like support online.
You know what? It feels weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like normally, you guys know I talk about soaps every single day. I don't care. But it's different. It's a different platform when it's people who are a part of the show.
Yes.
It's again one thing to do a podcast with your friends and But when it's somebody that's connected to the show in a way that they probably told the boss about what the fans are saying and with us, we get to talk to people that's on the show, which is like, I'm trying not to fangirl when I talk about this. I'm trying to be serious, but it's really a nice feeling that somebody knows we know our shows, and the fact that he contacted me, Matt Marco, to come on, that was very interesting and it's a blessing. Because not everybody can do that. So it's just been fun. It's been weird still because I can't believe that I'm a part of that. If that makes sense.
You're part of it. You're part of it. I'm like, everybody knows they're associating you with it, and I think that's very interesting. Because the show, he's a newbie. Now, if you guys missed it, he was on our show a couple weeks ago. Casey producer, and he's a newbie at this because he's a producer. He's not a host. And so we asked him about that when he was on our show. But I guess I feel like you guys are safe. You guys are blankets for him, safety nets, because you're in the soap world.
Yeah.
In the soap fandom world. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably why he's like, I have them here. It's good. It's kind of good for you, I think.
And we're not crazy.
Well, that depends. But yes, you're crazy. You're just not fanatical.
Right. Yes. And I think that's another bonus is that he can tell that me, Matt, and Marco, we're honest fans who knows the history of the show.
Yes.
And we do not let outside judgments cloud us. Just gonna keep it real with that. Yeah. And like you said, we are his shield. We are his shield. We're his protectors, and we're also another ear. Because some things that he does here, we hear and we bring it to the table and we discuss it and we talk about it.
Who on the show have you fangirled over the most? Because you know some, because you met some, you know some of them. But the ones you may have not met before the show, and you finally got a chance to meet them. Who did you fangirl over the most?
I think it was Don Diamond.
Oh,
Like
oh,
for real, for real. I
oh.
was when Bold Live. Now here's the thing: before I became an unofficial correspondent, because Don Diamond was the first guest on Bold Live, and they do the call-ins, and I think I was the first call-in, and the fact that he said I was his first.
I'm like, okay, we can only wish and hope.
I mean, I can take it. I can look. That lives rent free in my head.
Yeah, I don't blame you, girl.
And the way he said it, but no, it was just like, wait, I've met it's funny. I've actually met Don Diamond many years prior, but I never. The only thing I said was hi. Take a picture. Bye. But now I, spoke to him, and Casey does the Instagram after parties.
Yes.
And we was on there together, and I was just like, okay, Candace, do not do not do anything.
No, Candace is correct. I never saw him in person until recent to the Emmys, but before that, my co-host Tammy Govea interviewed him outside of a Ben Hart event.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that interview. She giggles at some point. She's caught in the vortex. You should go back inside now. I'm like, this bitch is giggling because he is that hot. And I told her again, I was like, we tease her about it all the time because it's just like she literally giggled. She's like, I'm like, you're like a little schoolgirl. And then when I saw at the Emmys, girl, I went, Dad! Like a big freak. And he came back, hey man, and looked me right in the eye and shook my hand, gave me a strong handshake. I saw Nera wash his hand again.
It's something about the eyes, though. It's like
First more than the eyes.
It's like once you see the eyes and then you see the lips. I'm not even joking. You guys know this. There's a reason he was voted People's Sexiest Man Alive and all that stuff. I mean,
yes,
he's got fire with age.
Now we're talking Bold. So I just got to tell you, I didn't think much about him. We used to call him Dr. Finnegan on our show because Amanda and Tammy were into him. I thought he was cute. Obviously, some of them are cute.
Yeah.
No. When we brought him on our show, and Tammy couldn't be there, it's just me and Amanda. Amanda would say, you watched the episode also, Bold You and Me Spotlight. I giggled a couple of times. I was speechless. I go, Amanda, you have anything to say? Because he was so personable.
Yes.
And down to earth. We saw him again at the Emmys. He's so nice, but he's really good looking in person, you guys.
Oh yeah.
I just like Liberty Bibbity. I'm in there too, girl. I'm in there. I'm like
if you watch the after party, the Emmys, the red carpet and everything, I'm just like, okay, first and foremost, I was like, Casey, why did you put me on when I just came in the door from work with Tanner? Like, okay. I was like, ooh, I finally saw it. I was like, okay, and fans, I get it. I get you. I get it. I'm like, okay, like the eyes draw to me. But you know who? Okay, I just thought about this. It was Don
Several more.
Diamond.
Go ahead. Yes.
Ted King.
I know he's always been hot. I didn't meet him, but he's always hot to me. He's always hot.
No, James. I think that's the moment where I just couldn't even contain myself a little bit because I've always had. I'll be honest. I always thought Ted King was hot.
Oh yeah, always yeah.
Going back, loving all that stuff. But I was just like, oh God, it's Ted King. It's Ted King. Be professional, Candace. And I'm just like, you can see me blushing. I'm like, that didn't have the time.
Oh, I know.
Girl crush.
I love Heather. We had the best time. So, speaking of that, she's hot. She's pretty. Okay, speaking of that, so when I was at AfterBuzz TV, and I had the Bold breakdown where you found me.
Yes.
And we got J. Matt Atkinson in because I'm friends with Pearson Fode. That mother man. Pearson's 6'5", goofy, hot. That's my man. We've been friends for years. Love him to death. So he left. Here's Thomas. He was gone. Jay, get this new guy. You'll love him. So we started watching him on screen. We all hated Thomas, of course. But when he came into AfterBuzz TV, another 6'3", 4", just man at a tight t-shirt.
Gorgeous.
We love him. Him and Tammy have this thing going on. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I wonder when is she coming on to play Thomas's new love interest? Because that's all chemistry.
There's chemistry, total chemistry.
Yeah.
The fans saw it. Everybody loves it. They see it. They are great. They are great together. I love watching them together. I'm like that. And I knew that at the Emmys, because we were Tammy and I were very generous. Like, you should interview this person. You just like, whatever. And there were certain ones that was just like, James, when your cousin comes over, you're interviewing him. And I was like, for you, obviously you're interviewing her. So when Jake, when Matt, I was saying Jake because it goes by Jay. When Matt came, I was like, definitely, we got to continue the Tammy, Matt thing. We gotta continue it. And they continued.
I definitely saw sparks. I saw chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their mush name is.
I don't want to be Thomas and Tammy. Thomas or Tammy. Okay.
See.
Well, if you want my real names,
Tamales,
Mammy.
And then if Tammy plays Tammy on Bold, no, it wouldn't be Tamales. Tamos. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But that I just knew it was gold. When I saw it was gold. Yeah. I mean, he's not bold, but I'm in love with him now too. Is Mark Grossman from Y&R. Oh my God.
Well, he's Maryland. He's a Maryland boy. So, just saying.
Well, Brian H. Waters, I interviewed from Y&R. I said, why do all good things come from Baltimore, Maryland? He told me why. You have to watch the show. He's from Baltimore.
Right.
So those guys are hot, obviously. And of course, I know he's your brother. He's my friend. And I love him. I do. He's one of the nicest guys in television. But he's hot as fuck. And that's Lawrence St. Victor. He is hot. I love him and Aaron D. Spears. Both of them are hot. Yeah. Black men, two very different looking black men. They're my buddies. They support my career so much. I love you. Watch this, Lawrence. We love you. He's hot.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
I know he's your brother. I get it.
But he's like he's my brother. He's been my brother since like 2007, 2006.
I get it.
It's funny because one time I made a comment. I said I did like a TikTok or Instagram story thing, and I used Feel the Heat, and I literally posted pictures of Lawrence, and I was like, hashtag, even though he's my brother, I said I understand why people think he's hot. Like, I get it. Mm-hmm. And he is really the nicest person you'll ever meet. Super talented.
Writer on the show and actor.
Yeah, I mean, he's come a long way. I mean, obviously, gotten like, stints on Law and Order, Wedlock, Room 8, all these great things. I'm so proud of him. The fact that he's on as a writer on Bold and Beautiful, truly deserved. Aaron D. Spears, who thinks I'm his sister. It's it's cool.
I love Aaron. I told Aaron he is again one of the most supportive guys in business because, like my girl Carla Renata, if you're a GH Report fan, you know who she is, the career critic. We talked about one time we were talking about that, just how he was supporting her, and she's like, him. I said, I know him from Bold and Beautiful, and he's supporting me. Like I said, he's always supportive. When I saw him at the Emmys, he was like, "It's so good to see you." Like he really meant it. It's so good to see you here. We all black folks too, so have to see us black folks there. We support each other. But he was like, that's why Candace, you have to be there next year, obviously.
I've been told
you're gonna die, Candace. It was a love fest behind the scenes with Dan Kroll and Aaron Morris and me and the folks at Daytime Confidential and Tony Moore. And we were all together.
It was weird because when they heard that I was on Bold Live for the pre, the Emmy stuff, and I didn't know. I was like, wait, and everybody that you just said, I actually, obviously we know everybody, And so they was like, wait, Candace was on the record. We didn't see Candace. And they was like, no, she was via Skype, Zoom, and everything. And they was like, if this girl does not come out.
You have to come.
And anybody who knows me knows I dress up for the daytime Emmys and order a pizza.
You have to be here next year. Because Amanda is saving her money. She's gonna be here next year too for the Emmys.
Yeah. I have no choice in this matter now because apparently everybody has now outed. It's like, oh, Candace is going to be here next year. So I will be there.
We'll help you. We'll get collection plate going. We'll have to do it at church. We'll get going.
GoFundMe,
GoFundMes,
Venmo,
Kickstarters, Cash App. We're gonna get you. Alexa, quiet.
See, Alexa's even saying Amazon will pay for her too.
Exactly. Like, quiet, Alexa. We're working this out. But no, seriously, I think you would just love it. But it was a great love fest behind the scenes. Yeah. We had a great time, and next year's the 50th. So that's why I know you have to be there for that.
And anybody who knows the sound of my voice, you guys know how I'm already pumped for the 50th, how I need it for it to be done. I personally think it should be in New York, but that's just me because it's the start of daytime. Daytime was born in New York City. So
I know it.
But it's probably going to be probably be in California, and that's cool. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the daytime Emmys again.
It was good. It was a lot of fun. And now we just lost a huge person on the show that I just, speaking of hotness, Rena Sofer, Lauren St. Picture's characters, quarter has ended, and I am literally in mourning. Talk about two people who are hot together. And I know they were acting, but that shit was hot. I understand Rena's reasons. I understand it. I get all that, and I get it. But I'm still in mourning. I thought, what an unexpected pairing. But it was great.
Yeah, and we haven't had that in quite a while on a soap where it's, I always say that sadly there's couples that are quote unquote your end game, even though it should be a trial. It should be, a journey. Because back in the day we had a journey. Two people. Yeah. They met, but they were, other people got in the way, drama, all this stuff. But it just feels as though now couples are just put together. And it's like, okay, we're supposed to go along with it. And that's fine. I get it. Times have changed. But with Quarter, I didn't see that coming. I was like,
Nope. That's it coming at all.
And I'm like, well, I used to defend Carter for a lot of stuff. I was like, well, he's really looking for love because, Maya and Zoe and all of them. Yeah. And then when I was like, let me think about it. She's done some dirty stuff too. But you know what? Love changes people. Mm-hmm. But they were smoking. And yeah, when I found out, before it was released, because, I don't want to say I'm a part of the FBI of social media. But in this situation, I saw her Instagram post and I was like, zoom in. And I was like, oh no. And that was the first thing that I thought about. I was thinking about the Quarter fans. Because they finally got their, happy ending.
Yeah, they did.
And at the same time, when somebody gets a happy ending in soaps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
I mean, I was hoping, I was like, maybe she's talking about her, buying a new house or something. But then when they said, it was confirmed, and then the short notice, because it was like, that's real short. And I just, that was a surprise couple. Like you said, nobody saw coming that had, the storyline involving them, with Eric and that whole situation. Yeah. It was controversial, but they still had this thing that only some people can't achieve it, but it was just the looks. You didn't have to speak and you felt the chemistry, but there's something about that freaking couch.
The vortex, you call it the vortex. He knows it. He does.
I'm like,
They all sat on that couch to get a little wet. They're like, get in there. I'm like, okay, Katie, and all of them. They all sat on that couch. It was like, I was like, that's when Grace went over. I said, Grace was on the couch. Was on the couch, Grace. And she was there that one time.
Grace is probably just going to look at the chest, like he opens the door, bam.
Oh, I know.
And then she's going to try to make it to the couch. I don't think she's going to make it past it if they go that route. I don't know. I know nothing. But if they go past the table, that'll be shocking.
So I always ask this to everybody, a Bold. I never asked you this question before. Should Bold go an hour or stay a half hour?
Stay a half an hour.
You know, I think so too.
It's true. I mean, okay. Well, let me just say this, because this question comes up a lot.
All the
I
time.
think that they should once or twice a year on a Friday, because remember Friday nights. Remember back in the day when like Young and the Restless was like, you know, they had a Friday night special or whatnot. Now, if they want to do that, like next year, because I think CBS hosts the daytime Emmys again next year.
Okay.
Right before the daytime Emmys, have a special hour Bold and the Beautiful.
Right.
And then the daytime Emmys. And then go back to, you know, they could do that, but I do not think they should do an hour.
Me neither.
Keep. There is a reason William J. Bell did not want Bold from jump to be an hour.
True. That's true.
I mean,
I think that's true. That's true. I think I agree with that also. I think it's very true. What all the stuff's in their own identities. So in your opinion, if somebody says, what's Bold and Beautiful's identity? What would you say?
Triangles.
Yeah, that's very true.
If you are a person that struggles with math, watch Bold and Beautiful so you can get some triangles. You can understand.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's true.
Triangles and whatnot. Then there's the fashion. Obviously, I mean, please let they have.
He promised a fashion show on our show. He promised a fashion show.
Promise. Like seriously, we need a fashion show.
I want so bad. Oh my god.
And you see what else? So another. Okay. If you want a good debate about soap characters, watch Bold and Beautiful.
That's true. That's true.
You know, that a good debate. I didn't say
right now, but yes, the camera.
Yeah, like a good debate of, you know, Brooke, Taylor, Ridge. Why is Ridge so toxic? Why is Liam a waffler? Allegedly, you waffler. But no, the fashion. But Steffi, when they was in Monte Carlo, I live for that. I live for it. Good fashion on that show. Even when it's and I think that I mean triangles, fashion, and debate.
Also, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and also sometimes, you know, a headache.
Yes. Sometimes they can have a lot of repetitiveness. But all soaps do that sometimes. They do that. But I do want to mention, I was looking at Kathy Kelly Lang just post some. There was a store, just in case you don't know this, called Ben Hart USA. It's in Beverly Hills. I've been there I know Dom. I've been there several times. It's a cute little store, some great product. It's on Little Santa Monica Boulevard in Beverly Hills. You can check it out. I'm going to give a shout out to her. I love Dom and Catherine, so shout out to them.
I love that belt that I saw the other week too, being made.
They have some cute shoes, belts, bags. They all kind of
bags.
Stuff. Yeah, they're cute stuff.
And they're right across the street from Cupcakes.
Sprinkles Cupcakes, my favorite. I was just there. My favorite cupcakes in the world. I got my brother a birthday cupcake for his 50th birthday, so I got my birthday cupcake from Sprinkles.
I can't wait to go there.
Yes, you have to go to Sprinkles. Well, you got to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You got to go to Sprinkles. There's some places we got to take you to while you're here. When you and Amanda are here, we'll take you out to a couple places. Me and Tony. You have to. Certain places you have to. Pete's Hot Dogs. There's certain places you have to go to.
But, trust me, I'm going to be on a diet. I'm starting to diet.
Yeah, start diet now.
May, April, May, depends.
Depends. That's so funny. No, I want to thank you for coming on. This was actually a lot of fun. I just wanted to kind of have like a little mini kind of show, just like appreciation. We talk mostly about men. That's what works for me. You guys give your opinions too. Tell us what you think. If we're off the mark, so if anybody does, if you miss anybody who's cute on the show, like just let us know what's going on there.
Scott Clifton. Scott Clifton is cute.
He looks good. He's working out. I know who
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes, he's working out. And we, and Torsten K's hot for me, for his.
Oh my God.
And John
wait, we forgot somebody. Sean Kanan.
My buddy. Well, see now he's like my brother, so I'm like.
Yeah, so we're gonna flip because oh my God. Like all of this. How can you say
that was ad-libbed. I said that's so Sean.
I was like, I agree.
I was like
all of this.
No, Sean is, and I will say it over and over and over again. Sean has been such a supporter of my career. He's been a good friend to me off camera and on. Him and Michelle are just the best.
Yeah.
And little Charlie. And we have some stuff coming up. Sean and I are always working on things together. So just keep that in mind. But he's a great supporter of my career. And he's such a good actor. He's such a good actor. People don't realize he's good at comedy and drama. When he realized that was Sheila, the look on his face, it was so good. It was so good. I texted him. I said, Sean. He started laughing. I'm like, you're so good. And he'll be in season 5 of Cobra Kai. And yes, I'm doing a show with him. So on that. Yay! So stay tuned for details on that. We're working on some last minute things with Netflix. I'm working with Netflix too. So I got a couple things. Just keep it.
Look at you.
I know. I'm making my way.
You got Amazon, up on Amazon. You got the Netflix. We got what? Hallmark, GAC. What else we got, James? What else you taking over?
So far, those are the 3 things so far. We're working on it.
Y'all notice how he did that, right? Like a bold and beautiful moment. Like a bold and beautiful moment. Like, I'm not going to tell you anything. Tune in to find out what happens next.
That's right.
Everything.
Well, that's when people stop being polite and start being real. The real world, JLJ Media.
I'm done.
I'm done. Candace Mack, tell me where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram at CandyMac82. You can find me on TikTok. I now joined TikTok because of a certain person. Oh yes. I've been on TikTok for a hot minute because of a certain person. I'm not going to name names. James Light Jr. At CandyMac82. You guys can find me at Candy Poo on Twitter. You also can find me on Bold Live whenever I pop up. I don't know. You guys can also find me on the email on JLJ Media. I'm just going to go through everything. You guys can find me Soap Party, Take 2 Radio, and of course, the award-winning series Forever and a Day, out now, season 1 through 3 on Anchor and all streaming services. And yeah, that's it.
What are you on TikTok?
Candy Mac 82.
There's a Candy Poo 11 on here. It's so funny. Candy Mac 82. There she is. She got 113 followers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look at that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a TikTok star. So follow me at James Lott Jr. I have over 22,000 followers and over 4 million likes and over 80 million views because that little bread and refrigerator.
A little bread, a little butter, a little shopping here and there.
Yeah. I'm a TikTok star.
Okay, go ahead.
Bold and Beautiful Rewind. My audio-only show is out every week. Go to any streaming service to find that one, of course. Bold and Beautiful Meeting Spotlight, way back at some point. I'm going out of town. When this airs, I'm going to town the next week to go see my kids. And so I'm not going to be back for a while. But we're going to come back at some point. We're revamping some stuff. We're working on it. But this is the first thing we're doing. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.